Hello everyone, it's Michelle. I'm the Contentment Guide. Welcome to this astrology channel. And today I'm going to be talking about something I'm sure you're already aware of, and that is the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. Where I'm at, it will happen at about 20 to 4 in the morning on the 21st. But depending on where you are in the world, it will either be happening on the 20th or the 21st of April. So with Uranus and Jupiter, they meet up in the sky approximately every 14 years. And they will meet up in a different sign every time they meet up. And as per any other meeting or conjunction of two planets or archetypes, this is a seeding moment for a new cycle. So this is happening at 21 degrees of Taurus. So you can investigate where 21 degrees falls for you in your chart and where the house of Taurus is for you in your chart, because this will be the place that will most be influenced by this energy. So if you are a Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Taurus rising person, you will definitely feel this conjunction a bit more than other people. And also people who have Jupiter as the perfection lord this year will also feel this a bit more. And obviously if you have planets or points or anything at 21 degrees of the fixed signs, or planets or points squaring, trining, or sextiling 21 degrees of Taurus. So this is an exciting conjunction. The last time that Uranus and Jupiter met up was in 2010. In 2010, this was, for me personally, in my 9th house. And I experienced in 2010 probably one of the most expansive openings and spiritual awakenings of my life. It was a very unexpected occurrence, and it was extremely life-changing. So anything is possible with Uranus. And of course, Jupiter brings that expansiveness to the experience. There's also possibilities with Uranus of things being very sudden and unexpected, and this can be jarring. So don't think that these seed moments is always just smooth sailing. Uranus can definitely bring a moment of crisis that leads to a new beginning. So just be aware of those energies as well. So I want to just share with you a bit from this book, one of the most profound books written on archetypes and astrology, by a great astrologer and historian called Richard Tarnas. And in Cosmo and Psyche, he explains extensive archetypes of planets and how they operate archetypally throughout history. So I'm going to briefly read to you what Jupiter signifies, which is expansion, a feeling of magnitude, providence and plenitude, liberty, elevation and ascension, growth and progress, honor, good fortune, abundance, aggrandizement. It can also be on the more shadow side, excess and inflation. it can enlarge one's world in that area that this is occurring in your chart. And it also brings an embracing of higher principles of order. Now, Uranus, on the other hand, is the archetype of sudden radical change, creative breakthrough, rebellion against constraints, breaking free of the status quo, impulse for freedom and the new, sudden openings and awakenings, which is what happened to me in 2010. And it can also be unexpected and disruptive. So, in the greater worldview, Richard Tarnas writes that the conjunction of Jupiter and Uranus often brings scientific breakthroughs, societal and political rebellions and awakenings, quantum leaps and peak experience breakthrough experiences, iconic moments and cultural breakthroughs, great heights and shadows, and hidden births. So with a hidden birth, it definitely also relates to my experience in 2010, because even though I had that profound experience of awakening, it was also a hidden birth for a whole new experience in my spiritual life. So the hidden births can also be a lot more subtle, in the sense that something small can be planted in this seed moment of this conjunction, and that can grow over the cycle, and something new can grow that was totally unexpected, and you might not even realize that the seed was planted right now. So added to the fact that Jupiter and Uranus are meeting up, we also are in Taurus season right now. So the sun is in Taurus, and that adds extra light to this part of the chart. And even though the sun is not close to Uranus and Jupiter in the whole sign system, because the sun is in the same sign, it definitely adds light and shining light onto this area of the chart as well. And what makes this even more profound is a few hours later, around 12 hours later, on the same day where I'm at, and the next day in some parts of the world, the sun will also be squaring Pluto. And the sun square Pluto that is occurring so close to the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction brings a little bit more of an element of tension and revelation. Just like Jupiter and Uranus coming together and bringing transformation and planting new seeds, the archetype of Pluto is also to do with transformation, and often to do with the revealing of subconscious stuff and shadow things that we did not see before. So in a sense, the sun and Pluto can be seen as opposites, because the sun is our aspirations. It's in a broad sense the storyline of our life. It's where we like to move to, and Pluto is really the underworld. It's the opposite of the daylight hours. It is hidden things. It is shadow things, your unconscious. So there's a tension there on the very same day with the sun and Pluto, and things will be revealed and transformed maybe in a more uncomfortable way. Transformations can happen, things can come to light that you didn't see before. So this is all a really big weekend. Actually, there's a lot of very powerful energies coming together, and even though I feel that this is a very important seed moment, I just want to say that it can also be revealing very challenging things, and creating change in that way, that we are seeing challenging things being revealed, and having to choose to move forward in a different way. So another point that is added to the Sun Pluto square and the Jupiter Uranus conjunction is also Mars from Pisces sextiling Jupiter and Uranus at the time of their conjunction. And Mars can be a bit more of a challenging energy, but seeing that this is a sextile, the sextile is seen as a more harmonious aspect. And so Mars can bring a feeling of immediacy. So even though this is a seed planting moment, Mars can bring more force and passion, and Mars can also bring a cutting away or a removal of the old things that we don't want and need anymore. So these are all super dynamic energies. I think at this point in time, really unexpected things can happen, and stay open, stay open to what can come. Obviously, have your intentions of the seeds that you would like to plant, and stay open to the good things. So I also did my usual I Ching reading for this conjunction, and I got hexagram 41, which then changes into hexagram 38. So 41 is actually called decrease, which doesn't feel like that goes with Jupiter and Uranus, but the I Ching says have a ceremony for a new future, which really speaks to that planting a seed moment. An outer limit can bring inner expansion. So decrease of outer things can bring an inner expansion to you. It says decrease what is rigid and hard, and increase what is supple and adaptable. Decrease your ego and increase your circle, which I think is interesting, because it's almost like it's calling for us to make new connections at this time. And there was a changing line, which changes the hexagram into hexagram 38. And it says, be flexible and adaptable in all your affairs. Be open to strange occurrences, sudden visions, and out of the ordinary things happening. That's Uranus. Examine what separates and what connects, and connect with what is truly great. Opposition creates the need for a bridge. Find where you are building a bridge now, and opposition is a natural part of union. So I think this is beautiful. It really speaks to a lot to going inward and seeing what might need to be decreased on the outside and increased on the inside, in terms of our spirituality, our thoughts, our beliefs, our patterns. And it also speaks to a new union. So I think that is a really beautiful energy. And then the card I pulled for this conjunction is the Two of Wands. I think the Two of Wands also showed up recently, but I think it is super appropriate for this conjunction because the Uranus Jupiter energy can be such a big energy, and this man is literally holding the world in his hand. It's like a seed is being planted for seeing the world in a whole new way. And these beautiful leaves are sprouting on the wands, and he is overlooking this expansive horizon. So the Two of Wands is very much about planning for the future. It's about progress. It is about decisions, and it's also about discovering new things, which I think is perfect because Uranus can definitely help us to suddenly discover new parts of ourselves and new ways of seeing the world, and Jupiter really expanding that right now. So I really loved doing this reading today. Thank you for being here, and if you get any guidance and clarity from these readings, please like, share, and subscribe. Please comment on your experience of this conjunction. I just want to say that these energies would already have been felt for probably 3 or 4 weeks since the beginning of April, and the seeding point will definitely last for at least the next 6 months or so. So often around these conjunctions, things can happen on or around the day, but like I expressed before, from Cosmos and Psyche, there is also an element of hidden births. So seeds can be planted that may only reveal themselves sometime in the future. So be open to all these possibilities. It might not be exactly apparent to you what this conjunction is bringing. It kind of feels for me right now that it's a bit more of an hidden birth for myself, and yet the exact conjunction has not happened yet, so I'm staying completely open to what might happen. Stay grounded, stay open with this conjunction and these energies, and thank you for being here, and I will see you next time.